This is Autoline Daily, reporting on the global automotive industry. General Motors just achieved an improvement with the 2020 Chevrolet Bolt EV that really bodes well for electric cars. By tweaking the chemistry in the battery cells, GM was able to get another 21 miles of driving range without increasing the size of the battery pack. The car now offers 259 miles of total range, up from 238 miles before. That's based on the EPA test cycle, which is the toughest test of any regulatory agency in the world. Unfortunately, and not surprisingly, GM is not releasing any details of exactly how it changed the battery chemistry. The price of the Bolt stays the same, which stands at $37,495, including destination charges, but not any incentives. Hopefully, improvements like this will attract more buyers. In the first half of the year, GM only sold about 8,300 Bolts. Meanwhile, Reuters reports that Tesla is going to buy batteries from LG Chem for its operations in China, in addition to buying them from Panasonic. Reuters also cites sources that Tesla is in talks with CATL, the largest battery supplier in China. And you know, it wasn't that long ago that some were worrying about the price of lithium going through the roof due to booming demand for lithium-ion batteries for EVs. That's not a problem at the moment. In fact, lithium prices are crashing due to the slowdown in EV sales in China. Bloomberg reports that prices of lithium have fallen about 25% this year. But even so, lithium producers predict that demand will pick back up. Much like the Chrysler Pacifica hybrid, Lincoln doesn't have a single badge with the word hybrid on the plug-in version of the new Aviator. In fact, it doesn't even have hybrid in its name. It's just called the Grand Touring. The only giveaway is some blue inside the Aviator lettering on the side of the SUV and the Lincoln badge in the front grille. But with nearly 500 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque, there's a very noticeable amount more of get up and go. While it has roughly 18 miles of pure EV range from a 13.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack, the performance of the vehicle seems to be more of the focal point. You get 2 extra drive modes than are available in the gas-only version, a pure EV mode, and a mode that will not use any battery power until you shut it off. In the pure EV mode on flat roads, the Aviator would accelerate at an acceptable pace, but we tried it on an uphill section and the vehicle moved like a snail, not wanting to go past 35 miles per hour. Thankfully, a message came up right away in the instrument cluster that we could toggle over the right joystick on the steering wheel to kick the engine into action. So you don't have to switch out of the drive mode and could go right back into EV only once past the hilly section. The Aviator Grand Touring starts at just under $70,000 and goes up to nearly $90,000 for a black label version. You know, the internet is a great way to get any question you may have answered. And new research from Click4Reg shows the most common car questions by monthly search volume people search for on Google. By far and away the most common one is how to jump a car, followed by how to buy a car and how to change a car battery. Most of the questions people search for on Google revolve around the car buying process or common maintenance or repair jobs. We've seen the exterior of Porsche's upcoming all-electric vehicle, the Taycan, and now the company is showing off the interior. The instrument cluster consists of a curved 16.8-inch display, which drivers can choose 4 display modes for. It has a 10.9-inch infotainment screen and an optional display for the passenger. On top of that, the center console has an 8.4-inch touch panel with haptic feedback. The number of buttons and switches in the vehicle are minimal. Instead, Most functions use touch controls or voice command. The Taycan makes its debut next month.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires. Your journey, our passion.
Hey, if you've got a lead foot, you'll want to check out this list from Go Banking Rates before you travel through any of these states. It just ranked the most expensive states to get a speeding ticket in by comparing the cost of a ticket for traveling 13 miles per hour over the posted speed limit for a first-time offender. Nevada is at the top of the list. A maximum fine could set you back $1,000, which is more than 3 times than any other state in the country. Next on the list is Alaska, Mississippi, and New York, which will slap you with a $300 fine for speeding. But if you love putting the pedal to the metal, Oklahoma is the state for you. While going more than 35 miles per hour over the speed limit will get you a $200 ticket, fines for going 20 miles per hour or less over the speed limit are under $35. You know, there's a lot of stupid things on Facebook, but there's also some gems. And we really like the post from a guy named Kevin Hissel, who always has some kooky pictures with clever captions. And check out this picture he posted of a sled dog laying on its back in the snow. Kevin's caption for this one? Flat tire in Alaska. And hey, what can we say? At least it's kind of automotive related. And we have an update on AIWAYS' road trip from China to Germany to arrive just in time for the Frankfurt Auto Show. The electric SUV has traveled nearly 9,200 kilometers, or about 5,700 miles, and recently entered Europe for the first time after crossing the Russian border with Finland. We're not sure why they don't consider Russia part of Europe. But anyways, it's taken a month to get this far, which comes out to roughly 184 miles of travel a day. The AIWAYS team says a lack of public charging stations in Russia and higher energy demands in mountainous sections have been a real challenge. But that gave them the opportunity to optimize the vehicle's charging logic to operate with a wide variety of charging outlets and varying voltages. The Frankfurt Auto Show kicks off on September 12th, and the AIWAYS U5 goes on sale in Europe next year. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.
Wards is the industry leader for news, data, and analysis. That's why companies across the globe subscribe to our premium service, maybe even your own. Log in for subscriber access now, check your company's intranet for details, and rely on wardsauto.com to keep you informed.